Game 2 is kind of a need-to-win game for Montreal. The Hangout starts now. I played it. I guess I didn't play it the first time. All right. First of all, hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. It is game 2. Montreal, kind of in a need-to-win situation. You don't really want to go back home down 0-2. But, or at the same time, if they win the game tonight, they kind of take home ice advantage back home with them. So it's an important game tonight, as of course. I've got some stuff for the game. I've got some stats for the game, not as much as usual, I think. And the Guess the Score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. And tonight, for the playoffs, you can pick one guy from each team. One guy from each team. If one of those guys is the goal scorer, you would win the $10 cash prize directly to your bank account via Interact. But you got to be the first person in the chat with that guess, and you got to be from Canada. But let's see. Maybe we'll get a winner with the new rules. I'll give you mine. I'm going with 3-2 again. 3-2 Montreal. I'm going with Heineman and Strome. So Heineman for Montreal, Strome for the Caps. All right. My keys to win for Montreal. A much better forecheck, especially right off the bat. So a faster start, first goal would be great if they can score the first goal. And they got to play a 60-minute game. They got to match the Caps physically, even though there's no Arbor in the lineup. And they got to watch out for Ovi, not just to score, but also to hit. He's very physical, and he hits like a what's he call it? I think he calls it the Russian rough up. And ask Cole Caulfield if it's fun to get one of those, and it's not. So like I said, a need to win game. And if they win, they take home ice advantage back home. So if they can keep it, I don't know, but it's nice. Montreal needs to play the way they did starting in the third. Actually, I think it might have been sometime in the second. And if they do that, I think they can win this game. Caps have a hard time trying to contain line 1 at Suzuki's line. And what did I write here? If another line can step up, I think that would be huge. Line A's 5-on-5 play was pretty bad on Monday. He has to find a way. That's what I wrote. He just has to find a way somehow to be better 5-on-5. So the refs from Monday didn't do a great job. We all agree. And the league didn't think they did a great job. So they're not back here tonight, but they didn't do us any favors because the refs tonight are Kelly Sutherland and Jake Brink. So that doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. I just want to remind members, thanks for being here. If any members are here already, thanks for being here. And if you want to take a membership, I do my post-game review, members only. You hit the join button, and you can go from there. If you do join, you're going to get a video when you join up. I got to replace that video, so don't pay much attention. That's something that's going to happen really soon. But right now I'm doing the post-game reviews like that, and I got a bunch of other things planned for members only, so great time to take it. It's $1.99 a month, and you can cancel at any time. So thumbs up if you join. I appreciate that. I'm looking for stuff there. I don't have anything there. What I have here, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to call it up. The goalies tonight are going to be the same all the way through unless someone really bombs. Monty, 0-1, 289 goals against and a 906 save percentage in that first game. And Logan Thompson, a 192 goals against and a 943 save percentage. And, of course, 1-0. What else do I got? Yeah, the stats from the game, it's stupid to go over that because it was one game. So I'm not doing that. Lines are unchanged. So Montreal's lines unchanged I don't really have to go over them. They're just unchanged from the last game, as is the same thing for the Capitals. No change to the lineup. And there you go. Alexi Protas, by the way, looks like he's going to be in the lineup on Friday. It looks like he's going to be in the lineup game 3. So that's going to be a problem. I'm just glad that that's at home. We got the last line change. Might help that. We'll see. All right, I'm going to get to you guys in a sec. Because that's all I really got for the game. That's all. All right, let's see who's here. Aki. Aki says 3-2 Habs, Suzuki, or Ovi. Aki got 3-2 Habs. I mean, that's what I got. And you know what? That's the most likely score in almost any, I think, in any NHL game. 3-2 is the most, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the most often, no, that's not the right word. That's the outcome in more NHL games than not. How's that? I don't know. Habs Guru, hey Guru, 2-1 Caps. Guru's a traitor now. 2-1 Caps, Lars Eller. You got to pick one also from the Habs. You can pick one from each team. And if you hit on one, well, because you can't hit on both, but if you hit on one, then you got the goal scorer. Joe from the future. Hey, Joe. Habs 3-2 and Caulfield first goal. And nobody's giving me, nobody remembered from 2 nights ago. Anyways, you can put it in the chat after. So give a goal scorer from the other team. Phil's in the room. Everyone can go home now. Come on now. It's obviously an old man's game. Galley for the first 7 goals of a 7-4 win. Phil's still dreaming. I think he needs to pinch himself. 7-4. I don't think you're going to see a high-scoring game like that in this. I know you see it in some of the other series, but I don't think in this one. Guru says the Caps are tough. Going to have to play a complete 60-minute game. Excuse me, to have a chance. I just had something to eat before. I may burp. I hope I don't burp, but I may. Bye-bye. Hey, bye-bye. Habs 4-3. Demidov or Wilson. Renegade Man 4-2. Whoops. I did something. 4-2 Caps. Hudson or PLD. A Guru says, I don't want to hear Habs management saying they got out-hit or outplayed physically and no Jack-Eye in the lineup. They own that choice. Okay, from the talk I'm hearing from people that know better than me, I don't know that Jack-Eye should be in the lineup tonight. I know what you're going to say. I know all that. Physical play, but really, what is he going to do? If he has a fight, he's out of the lineup for whatever, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not going to help us, right? And he's going to be a target for the refs because they know why he's there, and he's going to get away with nothing and maybe be called for stuff he didn't do. So in the end, maybe it's best that he's not there. Anyway, I'm going to trust in the coach. And, all that physical play, that was at the beginning of the game. That kind of calmed down mostly the rest of the way. Montreal does need to answer to that, though. And you've got Caden Gooley. You've got Josh Anderson. You've got, who else can I name? There's a few other guys that can hit back. And you got to do that. And you got to establish a forecheck because that's what they did. And somebody banging on I don't know where that is from. Do you guys hear that? I don't think it's my neighbor upstairs. I don't know. Someone either banging on the floor or banging on the ceiling. If they don't like what I'm doing here, let's go. Let's move on. Where was I? Bye says Sutherland in for a bad night. More than likely with Kelly Sutherland. Someone's banging on something in my... Oh, stop now. My son's not home right now, so I can't have him go check. Lucas, here we go. Really disappointed to not see Jack Guy in the lineup. I know everyone wants Jack Guy in the lineup. Demidov not moved up. Line 2, which will be line 2 eventually, is still line 3. Demidov is not, as far as I know. I heard there's no changes to the lineup. I didn't see anything over there yet. So if that's the case, I don't know anything about it yet. So I gotta wait. I can't respond to that. Joe, I think the Habs can use smaller size and speed to their advantage. A classic naval tactic, outmaneuver. They may have to. We are a little bit small here. Most often winning score is 3-2. Yes. Am I that far behind? I'm going to scroll a little bit because there's a shit ton of comments. Joe, no. Okay, I'll get that. No, Jack Guy, I get it. Anderson for the Habs for, that's your guess, I imagine. Okay. 7-4, says Phil. That's the score. Not going to be 7-4. Habs 3-2, Perry Turnbull for the Habs SBL, or Bent Gustafson for the Caps. Okay, they're just about ready to start. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom, and we're going to go from there. They switched our refs for tonight. It's not Sutherland? No? You mean from last night? Yeah, they switched those guys. Supposed to be 2 new guys. All right. It's just about, they're just about to face off. I'm on CBC. I'm going to get it a little quicker than everybody, so I would think anyway. Not Phil. Phil's got it on the radio. He'll be about the same. Matt, you just bring yourself in when you're ready. Matt is here, by the way. If anyone's wondering, he's here. He's just got home late. He's having lunch, supper, and he'll join us when he's done. But he's in the room, just off camera. We're underway, by the way. I can hear nothing because I'm on CBC and I can't put headphones, so. I got sound up now. I don't hear nothing. Is there any play-by-play? Oh, okay. So I can keep it like that, maybe. Come on, boys. Let's have a quick start. Caulfield just couldn't put that on net. It looks like Montreal's got a lot more energy, like in this first couple of minutes. Oh, nice little move there by Hudson. What can he do with that? Nothing yet. This is like really good pressure by Montreal. Hasn't ended yet either. They still got the puck in the zone. Shot, Caulfield, save Thompson, and now we got a stoppage in play. And already the pushing and shoving. If Wilson's going to go after Suzuki, I'm flying down there right now and I'm going after Wilson. Okay, give me a second. I got to go out and see what the hell someone's banging for. Be right back. I go out to see who's banging. They stop banging. Because of course they do. I don't know. They start banging again. What the fuck are you doing? Fucking stop her. I'm gonna fucking come up there. No, watch out. That's my fucking punk ass little fucking neighbor upstairs. Stomping on the goddamn floor in the kitchen. If it keeps up, I'm going upstairs. We're gonna have it out. I'm tired of this kid. He has the nerve to come down and tell me I make noise. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I make noise, he says. It makes some fucking noise in his face. Four minutes in. Be ready, Matt, when if I hear that again, I'm going upstairs, so you better be ready to take over. I don't know what the hell he's doing up there, but it's going to fucking stop. Looks like an exciting game so far. Yeah, Guru's. I'm sure he's not into hockey. He's a nerd that plays games all the time. You guys all heard it, right? Yeah, that's good. Before I call the police, I'm going to go talk to him. Don't worry. And then if it keeps up, I'll call the cops. Phil, maybe you swing that way. I don't swing that way, dude. I'll swing this way, though. But you know that he heard me when I screamed in the kitchen. Because you can hear when you scream. We can hear each other that way. He heard me and that stopped. I also told him, I don't know if you heard that. If it starts up again, I'm coming upstairs. It stopped, so we'll see. Now I'm an old man. Seems like he's a young guy and he's like 6 feet, 6'2". I'm not worried. I don't need the sheriff. I got my own sheriff called Louisville Slugger. Mini one, actually, about this big. Hurts like fuck if you get hit with it. That's what I got. Okay, I'm just gonna be off cam here, and don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. But I'm sorry, I gotta have a smoke because I'm mad right now, and I'm trying to calm down. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, and I want to get a handle on this goddamn game, and he's not allowing me to do that. Commercial break. Who's you? I come over and drop your gloves, eh? I got hockey gloves. I can drop them. Yeah, apartment life's not that bad, BL. It's just, unfortunately, sometimes you can hear your neighbors. Andre, well, when these guys, because he's got a girlfriend, when they do that upstairs, which isn't that often for young people, man, I can hear them. So I'm gonna inform him of that. That I can hear him when he does shit like that, and I can hear him when he fucks too. We'll see how he likes that one. For the maybe 2 minutes it lasts. Long commercial break here, I gotta say. As I said that, it comes back. Okay, when they show the time, I'll tell you where I've got. I'm at 13-14 left in the first. Shots are 4-2, no score. Washington has the 4. Montreal has the 2 for the shots. Last time Aki was in an apartment, she said some guy ripped the back door off the building. That's a great apartment. Like, where were you located? Not a great part of town, maybe? It's not bad here. It's just we're in the what they would call the ghetto of Dorval, which still is a nicer area, but where the poor people of Dorval live. Although when your rents are at 1,000 to 1,500 in here, I don't know how poor you are. Well, I am, but okay. Matt, you ever coming back on? Because I can see. Oh, he's still eating. I see. Anyway, he stopped. It's funny how he stopped when I went and yelled at him. Hmm. Geez, I hope that Habs didn't tire themselves out like that for the first 7 minutes. And now, I don't know, first 5 minutes, it was like all kinds of action. It's sort of slowed down, right? They got to take a breath. That's it. Work. Good hard work there by Devo's line. Almost got them something, and then I thought, oh, they almost. Oh. And he went after Wilson? Okay, we missed something here. He took a penalty. But what happened? He had Wilson on the ice. Oh no, they flash delayed penalty. I don't know if there is a penalty. Ooh, big hit by Andy on Wilson. Then what happened? Oh, then he cross-checked him to the ice. Oh, and Wilson is all hurt. Oh. So 2-minute penalty for Andy for cross-checking. 2-minute penalty for Wilson, too? Offsetting? No, Washington get a power play. So Andy gets a penalty for cross-checking, obviously. Or roughing, whatever. He wants Wilson. Andy and Wilson have some history too, right? Last time they fought, Anderson did quite well.
What a dive.
What a dive, don't you think? What do you
No,
do?
seriously.
What'd you do there?
I'm trying to fix the thing.
I'll get it. It's here. No, there it is. Yeah, you got it. What a dive.
It was such a dive, it wasn't even funny.
He's lying there like, oh, I'm so hurt. Oh.
He's in the box now, though. Are they offsetting?
No. Habs on the PK. I mean, the refs aren't gonna, they're not the refs that are gonna let that go because hey, we can penalize the Habs. Yeah, do it. Well, I can see one thing: Montreal way more physical tonight. Way more physical tonight. If they can play like that, then Arbor is not necessarily going to be needed. Good PK by them. Oh, sounds like I'm going to have to go upstairs. He started again. Good penalty kill. So they killed that off. Oh, that's a penalty. He knocked the stick out of his fucking hand. Where's the call? What the hell was that? Plus the swipe at Demidov on his head there after the guy knocked him down. This is the kind of night we're going to have. So the refs are going to do nothing again. Well, when Andy gets out, he better take someone's fucking head off. Want to play dirty? Play dirty back. There's a tripping. 57. He pulled him down. So the Habs are going to get no calls. Shameful, man. It's shameful. Fucking shameful. That's ridiculous. You can't a guy's stick out of his hands and there's no call, and the ref is right there. Surprised we didn't get a fucking penalty for that. Are the announcers even? I don't have it high enough to know. Are they talking about it, or they'll just sweep that under the rug too, because they're not allowed to talk about it? Oh, commercial. So frustrating, these refs. Yeah, Huzu, that's right. And that's on Washington doing that. That's commercial. Hey, Zach. 0. Are you watching the game, BL? You're watching the game? There were at least 3, 4, maybe 5 calls that the refs just looked the other way again when they were against Montreal, and then called a bullshit call on Andy. So yeah, we're talking about the refs. Glove to head. Why wasn't that whistle down? The Capitals player did that and whacked it to his player. How is that not glove to head? It's clear the refs forgot their glasses and their fucking contact lenses. Clear. Ah, Newell missed that.
Trying to find a way to get a feed that's a little closer to you because I'm like fucking 45 seconds behind.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't even worry about it, bro.
It's gonna be that way the rest of the way. It's on CBC all the rest of the games. Man, Newark. Oh. Well, I hope this Habs team can do what the Habs teams of the 70s did when faced with this kind of stuff, and they just beat the other team. That's all. We just beat them anyway. So, yeah, BL, if only Newhook would have got that one. You're allowed to hand pass in your own zone? See that? I didn't know that. There's a new one on me. Thanks, Paul. That really true? I did not know that. We're not complaining about hits, BL. We're complaining about penalties. A two-handed whack on a guy's stick to knock it out of his hands is a penalty. A trip is a penalty. Except in this game, if you're Montreal Canadiens. I get the hits. Montreal's doing their fair share tonight. Well, Well, I know BL they're not on par. I said I wish they would be able to do that. I didn't say that they would, but that teams of the 70s, that's what they did. Yeah, Phil, it's not the same thing. You're married, and you shouldn't be doing that. Hey, O'Doyle. Yeah, apparently. Well, they're apparently Galley. They're trying to decide whether he should get some kind of discipline for cross-checking that guy's stick with his face. Apparently, that's what they said. Galley cross-checked that guy's stick with his face, and they don't know if that should be a penalty or not. And they took the other two refs out of this game because of their bad performance, and then put these idiots in. I said, "Hey, you want different refs? Oh, here, have worse." BL, I'm not sure either. It may be, it may be that. But that's not helping with. Habs are getting the better chances anyway. Devinov. Monty is sharp. Get you sick. Playoffs may be a different beast, but egregious penalties should be called, and you know that. And those were at least the stick slash out of his hands is egregious. I see Joe's got bad weather again. Less than a minute here to go in the first. Period's over. No score after 1. Still a little better than last game in that they got out of the first without getting scored against. Monty, pretty strong period. And a much better start to the period than they've had in a little while. Best first in the last 20 games. I don't know about 20 games, but in the last bunch, yeah, I would have to agree. And in one of the biggest games, if not the biggest game of the year so far. So, and with literally getting zero help from the refs, and not that the refs should help them, but I mean, the egregious calls.
Yeah. No, I can't disagree with you there.
I mean, I've been watching hockey a long time, so I know in the playoffs, they let a lot of stuff go. I get that. But they're not supposed to let stuff like the knocking the stick out of the hand the way he did it. Not supposed to let that go. That's egregious. And if the ref, well, I didn't see it. Well, fuck you didn't see it. It was right in front of you. But nobody gets to ask the refs any questions ever. I'm 10 seconds ahead of you. I could be light years ahead of you, Paul. Because I'm watching, I don't know where you're watching, but I'm watching live over the air. Not on cable, no delay. That's why I'm getting it that fast. Line A out there in the last minute of the period. Yeah, I kind of got to agree with that. I mean, I don't know if he's just trying to get him going, or I don't know what's up. Guru, I'm not at this point not sure what you're talking about, to be honest. It's in the past, so don't worry about it. Live, no delay. So did I say something wrong? I don't have a delay. I said that. Line A looks like Bambi on ice, says O'Doyle. I gotta admit, I mean, he's a big guy. At least, you go into the boards, you lean on a guy, you do something, you hold the puck against whatever, but do that? I don't understand that. He just reaches in with a stick all the time, and I don't get it. And how come they can't break him of that? Yes, BL. I'm starting to agree with you.
Oh, all right. I think I figured out how to get on time with you.
What? How?
I gotta watch the game on my phone. For whatever reason, Fubo on my phone is like no delay, but on my Xbox there's a delay.
Oh, what can I tell you? Who's? I'm not sure what you're saying there. We're cross-checking the back where we're laser focused on the ref. He turned his head to face towards the crowd as it. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying the ref is like purposely just looking away, right? And listen, these guys. It's not only here. but it seems to me not enough games yet to prove my point I'm about to say. Are they trying to pull for the favorites? The American favorites? And I don't really mean the American, but are they pulling for the favorite teams? Are the favorite teams getting the calls, more of the calls than the underdogs? I wonder if the league just doesn't want. They don't want to see the Habs in there because they're whatever and whatever the other low teams are. If they're not going to bring in ratings, they don't want to see them. Habs would bring in ratings, man. I think. Anyway, what do I know? BL, I know, and they're working on Slav with that, and he does it sometimes, and sometimes he doesn't. With Laine, who has been in the league a lot longer than Slav, he always does this. Yeah, exactly like that. I almost think Chris Lee might be better than these guys. Guru, I gotta agree with you. You know, I don't know what it is, and with him, Laine we're talking about here. I don't get it. I was so pumped to have him here. And then you start to see what his game really is like, and I don't like it, except for that one thing he can do. The rest of his game, where is it?
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. Where did it go? Oh, I forgot to put this up. A whole period. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Should have had that up. Totally forgot about that. Guru, yeah, exactly. See what other teams have said about Laine. And what BL, I think it's BL that's been trying to get me to agree with that. I'm starting to get there. Born to be a Hub. The bad refs of my day, I would take them in a second over these guys. In a second. Born to be Hub says, where are the Andy Van Hellemans of today? Are there any good refs out there? There used to be some good refs. Yeah, there used to be some good refs. And then the money from gambling came in. And where have all the good refs gone? Wasn't that a Sam Roberts song? Where have all the good something gone? In this case, where have all the good refs gone?
Did you see what Alex just put in the chat?
What did Alex just put in the chat? Our group chat? Hang on. What did Alex
I guess John Tortorella might be the next coach of the Rangers.
Who is Sammy Silber? I never heard of him before.
Neither have I.
So, I don't know. Would it surprise me if the Rangers make that mistake? No.
No, it wouldn't shock me. I can't believe Chris Drury got a contract extension.
I can't believe they re-upped Drury.
I do. When I saw that, I almost shit. I was like, you got to be kidding.
No, and you go, oh, okay, now you know what happened over there. How it got out of hand. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, they don't.
Got to get a man on Ovi. I'm sure he'd prefer a woman, but okay. Yeah, no, you're right. They were leaving them open. I mean, but that's one of those questions, right? How does a guy like Ovi ever get left open like that? If I could see the hand pass from Russia, how could the ref not see it a few meters away? Well, I don't know. Apparently, you can do that in your own zone. And that was in their own zone. So I imagine that was it. But you're right. If it's not the case and you can't do what he did, how could you miss that? He jumped up to hit it like a volleyball to the other guy.
Yeah.
How do you? So it must be that you can do that in your own zone, and I didn't know that. One of those rules I did not have a clue, never heard of that before, but it happens. Hey there, lawyer. Anyone want a ham and double cheese toasted sandwich? Says Joe. Awesome, Joe. Send one my way. I'm kind of hungry actually right now. Send it my way. By the time he gets here, though, I don't know. The series will be over, I think. Right? By the time I get to, I don't know. It's I had a Glenn Campbell song in my head, and now I couldn't remember the words.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
My
mom loves.
Now, by the time I get to Phoenix, is that the song? I was thinking. I don't know if you guys can tell if I was thinking that, but that's the song I think I was thinking. Guru, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they'd want to sign Torts. I really, after what you saw from him in this past season, I wouldn't hire Torts personally. At this point in his career and everything, I wouldn't do that. Remember when they went to two refs? A lot of refs who would never make it to the NHL were now here, so the quality went down the tubes. But they've gone to two refs. That's a long time ago. They should have caught up to that in the system by now. It's not the refs. It's not. I want to say that it may not necessarily be that the refs are this bad, but that since gambling, their directives are to do this, are to be this way. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what eventually comes out, is that they were directed to be like this for gambling purposes. If the underdogs win, who takes the biggest beating? The bookie, no? Am I wrong on that? The bookie gets hit hard, right? If he takes a lot of action on the underdog and they win, he's getting hit hard. How do you avoid that? Try to fix the game for the favorite. But I digress. And no, I'm doing this on camera. I shouldn't be doing that. That's how upset I am today. Sorry. I'm taking myself out. But am I wrong on that theory of mine? Paul, you're missing the point if you say, well, home is usually the favorite. You're missing my point. Dave Jackson was a good referee. I met him once when my kid was in school. When we did I told you when my oldest was a Boy Scout and they got to watch over the Stanley Cup at a tournament here in Dorval, and I got to see that, and we got to meet him, or it was something at a school event, and he came in to talk. I can't remember which one, and I got to meet him for like a second, a minute or two. I thought Dave Jackson, because he's like from around here, not far. I think from Point Claire. Huzu, they're not coddling them. They're encouraging them, is what I'm saying. There may even be a directive. Yeah, that's a conspiracy theory, I guess, and I don't have proof. But I mean, proof is kind of in what you see when you watch games. And now the fact that every city that has a team, their fan base, their coach, their team, their players are complaining about the refs. Oh, Barnaby Hab, Paul something. I can't remember his last name now. I did not necessarily like that guy, but I think you're right. He was, especially compared to today, he was a good ref. I've been calling for that for a little while. Make them talk, answer questions. I'm sorry. I just believe it's a corrupt system now. That's all. Since gambling came in, it's a corrupt system. And I don't know how anybody disputes that. They didn't want players to gamble because that's kind of corrupt, right? It's not whatever, right? Well, then how can you be in bed with gambling then? I don't understand that. And then have
It's the money.
Like, how can anybody have trust in this league and all that when they're in bed with gambling? You seen Demidov bouncing a tennis ball in the dressing room? But they got to do something in between periods while their uniforms are being dried. They get paid pretty good money too. You should demand the quality. But it's the league that oversees it, so the league doesn't care about us. They might say they care about the fans, but that's bullshit. The players care about the fans. The league and the teams, I don't think they legitimately do. Are there big fines if they condemn the refs? You mean the refs pay fines? They're supposed to be. I do know this: if you talk out against the refs, I think you get fined. So
you do.
So I mean, that right there should tell you the problem, right? It's a corrupt system. When let's just take a company, right? When a big company, like let's say Amazon, because everyone orders from Amazon, when complaints or there's problems or there's accusations against Amazon, but Amazon is the one that oversees the investigation into that, well, you think that's going to come out like on the up and up? No. And that's what's going on here and in every league, obviously. The inmates are running the asylum.
Fortunately.
Who's who? Exactly, right? You can't speak out against the refs. I'm surprised Galley, remember he spoke out? I'm surprised he didn't get fined, or we just didn't hear about it, but I said he's going to get fined.
Well, I mean, he got cross-checked in the mouth in the first game, and they didn't call a penalty.
Because he talked out about the refs. You heard what he said about the refs a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Well, you think they're going to call for him something? They're showing you who they are. Is the Tampa series going 7? I don't know. Just they had one game. So I don't know. It didn't look good for Tampa, but it's one game. Both teams started late. They had the longest in between from their last game to this game. Maybe Tampa's just rusty. You got to wait and see the next game. You can say, well, then Florida could be rusty, but they're two different teams, and one team could handle it better than the other. They're just about to face off for the second. They're just waiting for the refs to get their instructions from the league on how to call the game. And we're underway. Let's hope for a better showing as far from the refs. I mean, I think Montreal did quite well to be 0-0. They took the play to Washington in the first. So I'm happy with Montreal's play so far. I hope they can continue it. Joe, doesn't matter how that would, but the point being that Galley spoke out about the refs. Whether he was fined or not, I don't know 100%. But boy, I do know one thing. The refs know about what he said. All the refs know. So he's not going to get a call unless they absolutely have to make the call. He may get calls against him that he's going to sit in the box, but he's not going to get any that were taken on him. Oh, he can afford the fines. I'm not worried about that. Did the Habs overperform? How can you overperform in the playoffs? I want them to overperform every game. I mean, I don't know if that's what you're looking for. I don't know if they overperformed. They stepped up. They had the first game. They kind of felt each other out. Habs have some idea of strategy against Washington a little better than the first game. And they've adjusted, and they scored. They scored. Habs just scored. Yeah, Habs just scored. Habs just scored. Andy. Hope you fucking hear that upstairs.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Give me about a month of Sundays.
Cow. What?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh. It was so understated. Like that. Did it go in? He just slid it under the pad. Nice. Galley shot, didn't get through, and then I don't know if it was Andy or Devo scooped that in. Devo did. That's Devo.
I'll take it.
Devo gets the goal from Andy and Galley. They got the opening goal, so they've hit all their marks of what they kind of needed to do in this game. They've hit their marks. Started off stronger, good forecheck, took it to them, and now got the opening goal. That's going to end up being Devo. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody had Devo. But I think that's going to be Devo because it looked like his stick swept it in. And I said, one of the other lines has to step up. Has to. They were going for another one right there. Heineman. It's still early. I don't know if the Habs are going to win this game or not. But, man, if I'm Washington, I got to start worrying about this team, man. I got to be worried. Big time now.
Icing.
Oh, wow. Big save, Monty, on a deflection. Wow. Good reflexes there. You'll see it in a minute. Eventually. Sorry, guys. I can't help it. I know I'm ahead of everybody, but. Yeah, Devo gets the goal. From Andy and Galley.
Well, that was a good stop off the deflection.
Do you see that?
Yeah, that was good.
Good
Really
reflexes there. Maybe a little lucky too, but I don't know. Not lucky. He saw it at the last second.
That was
They
really
showed it
nicely
again.
done.
They showed the replay again. He made that save. It didn't just go off him. Monty is sharp right now. And man, you know, all it really takes for a team could be a hot goalie. Just saying. Series by series. I'm not calling for the Habs to win a cup or anything. So
Habs are
nobody come at me like that.
26-9-2 when scoring first this season.
And I'm just saying, series by series, if you can look at it that way, Monty could steal a series. If he plays like that, that's what I'm saying, right? Joe, I kind of think it's more coaching and them responding to what they needed to do. And they really are responding so far. And I hope it doesn't change at all in this game because Washington, man, you can't slow down. You can't give them any openings. Good save there again, Monty.
Oh, couple good chance there for Slav.
Ah, fuck. Savard just scored on himself.
Oh,
You
really?
cannot nobody blame Monty on this one, please. Fuck. I think that's what happened because the player was getting credit. He didn't score that. That was weird. The fluke. It's like a freak goal. So Monty makes this. Yeah. Now Savard didn't score it. Okay. The guy tried to pass the puck through the crease right onto Savard's leg and in, and nothing Monty could do about it. So neither player's fault. It's one of those freaky things that happen sometimes. Guru, don't go say never mind. That's not Monty's fault there. No chance for Monty there. You could argue, like you said, had that guy, why was he allowed to be there alone like that? But that's not on Monty. That's on who's playing with Savard? Savard and Struble, I guess. And what I had just said, right? Washington, don't give him a second. They can put the puck in the net off a mistake like that. And they did. Although it's still freaky, a fluke thing. First Caps goal that's not directly given by the league. Well, I wouldn't say given by the league. They gave the opportunities in the first game. That I do believe. Listen, that's a fluky thing. I just hope they don't, it doesn't affect them because it's nothing on their game there. Not really. So just keep doing what you've been doing. Nobody thought this was going to be like a shutout. So now that's, fuck. Okay, here we go. We may be in trouble now. Not saying anything. You'll see it. Shit. That's on Carrier, I think. Man, don't let your fucking defense break down like this, man. Yeah. I gotta say, somebody let this guy in. Strom, how nobody touched him. He walked right in there. It's on Carrier. Defensive breakdowns lead to 2 quick goals against. Leonard gets an assist on there. And it's almost just happened again. So, boys, stop with that shit now. Okay, why was the whistle? Did Andy get hit in the wrist? Yeah, Andy's hurt. Oh, his wrist broke the other guy's stick. And the guy's going to get a penalty for a what? Are they saying the guy slashed Andy's arm? To the point where he broke his stick on Andy's arm? At least they called it. Okay, they don't want to show it again? They'll show it to us. Cross-checking on his arm. Yep. All right, let's tie it up here, boys. We need a goal. Andy's okay. He was on the bench, so I think he's going to be okay. Some good puck movement there. Come on, boys. Come on. Line A, you got to hit the fucking net with that, dude. If that's all you can do, then you better do it better. Two on one here. Great. Good save, Monty. He didn't know where the puck went either. He was looking the wrong way afterward. Line ace. Fuck, you got big legs. Nope. Wow, I think we got away with a tripping call there.
Yeah, I just saw what you saw there. We got. I don't think we got away with the trip. The ref immediately shook his head. I think it was a dive.
Yeah, he shook his head right away. But I mean, I don't know. That looked like it could have been a call. Hey, dude, well, get the hell off the ice. You can finish a play. I don't think you can finish a check with your helmet off. Well, of course, why would they call that?
Yeah, I don't think he can do that. He's got to go right away.
You can finish a play. Like if the puck's on your stick or whatever, I think you're allowed to finish the play. I don't think you're allowed to go and then check a guy, then go off.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But it is the playoffs. That's something like if that's what they let go. I'm not. It's not the worst thing, right? But I don't. I don't know. I would disagree that that's what finishing the play is. But like I said, this playoff hockey, I'm not going to complain too much about that because you may be right. That might be. They'd say, well, he finished the play. Okay. And also, he finished his check. It wasn't like the worst check or anything like that. If he demolished the guy, I would have been really mad. But so I'm definitely going to let that go. Come on, commercials. We don't need you. Christ. Definitely notice there's more commercials per break in the playoffs than regular season. Okay, now why is the ref explaining something? Did we miss something? $11:47 to go in the second on my screen. 18-11 are the shots on goal for Washington. 2-1 Washington. We found a French stream, but it's TVA. Yeah, that's right. It's on TVA tonight. Okay. A lot of whistles and stops and starts in this second period. 10:34 left, almost halfway through the second. A lot of stops and starts. Come on, boys, let's go. Shots are 20-10 for Washington. They doubled up on shots. We're at the halfway mark of the second. Oh, yeah. It's really boring with just, when it plays like 20 seconds at a time and they got to stop and they just run commercials. And yeah. Okay, everyone's freaking quiet. Got to check to make sure the stream's still running. I'm still here. Is everybody else still here, though? I don't know. Okay, enough commercials. You make enough money. Come on, let's get back to it. Come on, get it out of there. Could save their Monty, but giving up the rebounds, but still. Finally, they clear it out. Look at that. Come on, while to clear that. 8:25 to go in the second. Shots are 24-10 now.
Jesus.
What's that?
You're 35 seconds ahead of me.
I can't help it.
All good.
Welcome to my world. It's usually me that's behind. Stay sharp, Monty.
The Habs game on my computer and the Celtics on my Xbox.
What's that? Habs game what?
I have the Habs on my computer right now, and I have the Celtics on my Xbox.
Uh-huh. Didn't get good wood on that. Well, guys. I'll make it work. Oh.
Oh, just wide.
Seven minutes to go in the second. Matheson did not like what Dubois was doing. Man, we're being outshot 17-6 in this period. Habs need more shots. I saw that, Huzu. I thought the same thing like that. Anyway, one of those things they let get away. It wasn't that serious, though, anyway. Hudson handled himself well there with Mangiapane.
Fucking tackled him.
Yep. Pace at least picked up here, so it was really just stop, start for a while. And as I said, that puck went out with 4:50 to go in the second. Some big hits being thrown tonight. Could have been better, but at least they stopped that bleeding there with those 2 quick goals. So at least that, but basically where they were last night. Am I right? Down 2-1, about to go like really close to the third. Am I right? Or did they get both their goals last night in the third? I can't remember. But that wasn't a late hit, though. Listen, the refs are letting a lot of stuff go. There's no doubt. Aki was both in the third. Okay, so then they're a little ahead of where they were last game. So maybe they can get their 2 goals again in the third, and it doesn't go to overtime. Yeah, shots are a bit of a problem. I agree with that, J-Fed. As I just basically said, being badly outshot here in the second. But we're not out of this game at 2-1, so. Monty has stopped 52 of 57 shots so far in these playoffs. Was that Hudson's father they showed there? Three and a half minutes to go in the second. Come on, boys. Let's get a goal before the end of the period. It'd be great.
I heard that one.
You heard that, eh?
Oh, yeah.
At the end of this period, I'm going upstairs and ask him what his fucking problem is. So you'd be ready to take over, okay?
Yeah.
This Hooley was no Paul. The guy's stomping on my ceiling, his floor. He's probably playing video games and losing or whatever the fuck. Good shot there by Andy. Penalty coming up. Yep. Montreal going on the power play. What the hell? See Dowd go after Dvorak after? Maybe take a little fewer, take fewer rage pills or something, dude. That's interference. Without a doubt, that's interference. Hope we score a goal on here, Mr. Dowd. Douchebag. Wasn't a slew foot, was interference. Where'd you get a slew foot? Where'd you see a slew foot? I didn't see a slew foot. All right. Matt, want to take over? We'll be right back. Hopefully be right back. I made it back. Let's see what happens again. My adrenaline's up right now.
Shit, my mic was muted. I apologize. Did you yell at him?
Fuck did I yell at him. I got up there. I banged his door. He's inside. Whoa, whoa. He comes to the door. I said, you better fucking stop what the fuck you're doing. Stop it. Oh, let me explain. I said, for hours you've been doing this. Oh, but let me explain. He's coming. Let me explain. I said, just fucking stop it. I don't want to hear your explanation. Fuck off and leave me alone. And I walked away. And he's there. Oh, leave me alone. And you better stop it. Because I'm coming back. When I come back, it's not going to be as pretty.
No, that's ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't have to deal with that.
Well, I mean, if he's got something going on, then come downstairs and tell me what's going on instead of doing that for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, the last couple times, like, like really loud.
Was what was going on the whole time that I've been doing the stream. So I gotta calm down here. Period's over. 2-1. And yeah, let me calm down. The adrenaline has to get out of my system right now. Fucking little punk that he is. He's like twice my size too.
How old is he?
In his 20s, I'd say.
Oh.
Your age, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger. I mean, I don't care what he has to say, right? What can you say doing that?
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Anyway, let's move on. You'd be there in time for the third. Let's hope he doesn't push me to it. I don't feel like going to jail tonight. I also don't want to get kicked out of the building for fighting with the guy, but I've got witnesses of what's going on.
I mean, that's pretty fucking loud.
Yeah, if you guys can hear it through the microphone, it's got to be really loud. Considering I'm in the back and that's happening in the front of the apartment. Good, 50 feet away from me? Well, maybe not 50, but 35 feet away. And my door for in here was mostly closed. So like that's pretty fucking loud.
Oh yeah.
And what damage is he doing? You think they want him to stomp on the floor like that? I don't think so.
Oh. At Alicia's old apartment, before we moved in here together, at like 11 o'clock at night, the upstairs neighbors would start moving furniture for no reason.
Fire a ref. I like that, Paul.
I'm like, it was one night it got so bad, I almost got out of bed and went upstairs and read him the riot act, but Alicia held me back. I was like, all right. No need to go to jail.
No,
it was bad. Like there were nights where you'd be at like 1 a.m. I'm like, who fucking moves furniture at 1 a.m? Like who?
Or at least, well, no, what he's going to do, knock on your door? But you're right. Anyways, at least with this guy, he's bigger than me and all that, but I learned that I got nothing to worry about with him.
Yeah, it sounds like he's kind of a pussy.
He was all like, no, let me say it. No, I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear. I don't care what your explanation is. You have no right to do that.
No. One of the reasons I'm also happy I'm on the ground floor, because if I get mad and I slam my remote on the floor, there's no one beneath me.
I'm in the middle, but in my studio, underneath me is the entrance of the building, so I'm not disturbing anybody if I do that in this room.
Yeah.
Except them upstairs, they have also the same room upstairs. So I get what he was. I'll tell you the story. He comes down, I want to say 3 weeks ago, during the day, and knock on the door. It's him, and he's kind of trying to be nice about it, I guess, but he's complaining that I have my TV on a little too loud in here, and when I doze off, or I'm watching stuff and I'm up late, and I know I should turn it down. So I was nice about it, and I didn't say anything about his noise that he makes. I thought it was funny, that he did that. So whatever, and I've been okay about the noise at night and being respectful, and yet since then, he's the one stomps around during the day, makes all kinds of noise upstairs, and I'm putting up with it, but that, and especially after he came down to complain to me and then he does that, I don't think so. Just don't think so. Let's see, but let's get off of that, because I don't think he's going to do it anymore tonight. You send me a link that'd make me laugh. Well, send it to my email, and I'll catch it there. Like not right now, but if you want to do that, send it to my email. talkinghabs@gmx.com. Same place if you wanted to buy a T-shirt. Make your inquiry there at talkinghabs@gmx.com for T-shirts. And don't forget for members, and I thank all the members that are here, as always. If you want to join and get my post-game reviews, I'm only doing that for the members right now. They're very informal and laid back, so it wouldn't be stuff I'd put on the main channel. Yeah, you just hit the join button. It's $1.99 a month, or you can take a bigger one if you want, and you can cancel at any time. So consider doing that. I appreciate it. Wi-Fi in next game. Sit Savard. I don't think you're going to put Wi-Fi in to sit your best penalty killer. Like, I really don't think so. I get the sentiment to have Wi-Fi in, and he may be in there next game. But I honestly, I don't know who they'll sit, though. But I don't know that it'll be Savard. I think if you're going to put Wi-Fi in, first of all, if you sit Savard, he's a right shot defenseman. You don't have a guy to replace him on the right side with a right shot. So if he's going to get in there, it's going to be at Strubal's. The word's not coming. Strubal's coming out, and Wi-Fi will be there on the Jack Eye. Wi-Fi didn't stick, by the way. It's Jack Eye, the sheriff, if you want to call him anything. I mean, you can call him Wi-Fi if you want. It didn't stick. So yeah, I just don't. It's not going to be Savard. Hey, Adam. Yeah, you're too late for that, so I'm not even reading it. Oh, awesome, Huzu. I'll take a look at it when I'm in there next. I'll be in there. It's not tonight. I might not, but definitely in the morning because I have to open up that. I was telling you about a place to get merch. It's also another platform. I'll have videos and stuff there, but you'll be able to buy merch there. I plan to do that tomorrow. Yes, it's on my list for tomorrow. So I will definitely be in the email, even though there's no game tomorrow. And I will be going out at some point. More information than you need. Imagine Jack Eye in next game at home. I mean, listen, there's a possibility, but it's not going to be Savard. I really don't think it's Savard that's coming out. I'd be very surprised, maybe even shocked if it's Savard, if they put Jack Eye on. It's going to be Struble, in my opinion. All right, so we got a third period coming up. We're down by a goal. Anybody want to make any predictions? Other than Adam. We know what he's predicting. Yeah, Adam, we're not doing that to take Hudson out. You know that's not happening. What has everything? Oh, I see what you're saying. What you sent me? Awesome. So it's similar to what's going on here. And listen, I don't hate the guy upstairs. And if he's having bad problems, I can have empathy for that. But stomping on my floor like that for a couple of hours is not going to solve his problems. So stop doing that, and maybe then I'll care to hear what his problem was on another day. I don't hope of anything bad. I don't want him to be, whatever, but stop doing what he's doing. User, I don't listen. You're allowed to have that opinion if you want about Marty. I'm not going to engage in that. You can post whatever you want, but we're down 2-1. We lost in an overtime the last game. I don't know. What you're really going to blame that on the coach? Hey, Bruce. Who's the best Hab in this series? That's a good question. I mean, probably Nick and Cole. No, Monty. I think it's Monty. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I didn't think of Monty right off the bat. For some reason, I'm just thinking you're thinking of skaters. But yeah, Monty's been clearly the best player. So you want to put a team full of rookies? You think a team full of rookies is going to win in the playoffs? No, in the playoffs, actually, we have too many rookies in the lineup right now. And we have too many guys that don't have playoff experience. That's what you're seeing. I don't think putting more young guys in there is going to help and make you happy with what the outcome's going to be. Javen says the former coach, Derek Lalonde is the first name, I think, is auditioning for a coaching job. They all do when they go on the panel, no? Okay, Bruce, but maybe it's just, Washington's a good team. Maybe they did something to adjust and, are taking it to Montreal a little better. Montreal better come back in the third, adjust it, to adjust to it. I think overall, it's fine. There was a minute and a half where they scored the 2 goals. Monty's been great. You could say there's been some defensive breakdowns. I'll agree with that. Other than that, they've been okay. They're in this game. They're definitely not out of this game. I think line 1's playing pretty good. I think tonight the Devo line's playing pretty good. And if line A would be a little better at 5-on-5, I think we'd be doing better. Okay, I don't know what you're expecting from this team. I guess you're expecting them to win the cup. They're not going to win the cup. So, I mean, I think they're doing a good job for, who they are right now. Well, they are trying to win, though. I'm saying what I'm saying. That's not their attitude, though. I don't think Montreal's out of this game. Third period's coming up. That was their best period last game. I don't think we're out of this game. Down by 1. Hell, we're ahead of the last game because we were down by 2. Yeah, Guru, it is a stepping stone for a lot of young players. But again, you can't put too many. Montreal would love to win the series. Don't think they wouldn't. And the team is trying to win a series. So they've got enough young guys in the lineup, bringing up, I don't know the names you're thinking, but it's not going to help. And I'm sorry, but the guys that are saying that, bring up these young guys, if they did and they were losing, you'd be complaining about it and still blaming Marty for that. So you could maybe deny that, but I don't believe it. Okay, so you take Matheson out and Savard. Who's going in to replace them? So I don't know. How are you putting that on Marty? He's got to work with what he's got. Liney's been a bit of a problem. I'm definitely agreeing with that, Bruce. This is right. It's all growing pains, right? And for the coach too. He's learning too. But to put it all on him and saying he's doing all no, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Yeah, we all want them to win and dominate, Bruce, but right now this is not a team that can do that. Can they beat Washington, though? I believe they can beat Washington in this series. This series is not over. What's the saying? We were saying it last night, Matt. Somebody did. You're not – no, you weren't in the show last night. You're not in trouble in the playoffs until you lose at home. They haven't lost at home. If they win all their home games, you go to game 7, well, that's anybody's game, no matter where you're playing it. So, maybe a little patient. Yeah, the refs aren't helping Montreal's cause either.
All right, I'm back.
Again, user, you give me a list of the players you're talking about, the young players that you want to see in the lineup, and then I can comment on what you're saying. You're just being very generic and vague. I'm asking you to give me names. And then I can say, well, maybe I could say why that player shouldn't be in the lineup. Who's who? I don't think, unless you're putting Struble up to replace Carrier, I don't think you want Jack Eye in the top 4 right now. Have you seen Demidov play right now, user? If you're saying that Demidov can't play because of where the line he's on, well, why wasn't he better when he was playing with Newhook and Laine, or when he was playing on an upper? Is he on the 4th line, really, Demidov? Or isn't he playing with Laine and I honestly, I haven't noticed. Anyways, you can blame Marty if you want. I'm not gonna argue with that. You'd be fine. It's your opinion. You're allowed it. It's not an opinion I agree with. I right now hope they turn this around and they do like the last game and they get 2 goals in the 3rd. They win the game. And then I'd like to hear if you still think the same. He hasn't let Jack Eye play in 3 months? So where are we? April, February, March, April.
What I am looking forward to tonight.
So end of January right through to now, Jack Eye hasn't played at all? Is that true? I don't think that's true. Evans and Heineman, they've been playing together most of the year. Why is that funny now?
I'm looking forward to the Habs.
Also, I want to say this. Also, user, it's really easy to make all these comments under your name that you're using. Very easy. I'm anonymous. I can say what the hell I want. I'm not anonymous on here. And all the other people that you might say, oh, they got anonymous. I know who they are. And you still haven't given me the list of the young guys that you want him to play and the vets you want out.
Hey, Landeskog's playing tonight. How about that?
We're underway for the 3rd.
Fucking CBC.
So user is using a username because he's somebody I've banned before or thrown out, and he doesn't want me to know who he is. And he's just here to piss me off, which he's not going to do. shots are a priority for this period. They need some shots. And they're not going to win a game with 12 shots. That's for sure.
Good chance by Devo.
Nobody talked to user. I brought up the racist card. Another comment like that when banning him. Delay a game here or what? What the hell's going on? Oh, I know who this guy is. I know who he is. He gave himself away with, I'm just being nice. Why are you getting mad at me? You remember that guy? I banned him a little while ago. Can't remember the name that he used. And that was like third iteration of doing exactly that to me. Going, oh, why are you being mad at me? I'm just being... People, man. Let him find a new user. Let him find a new email to try again. Oh, is that why he said that? Anyways, I banned him. I don't give a shit. Oh, that might have been his name, Sam. It's that guy, though. I guarantee it's that guy. The thing that I think some of these people don't realize is that I do have a memory. I know I smoke, but I do have a memory. And sometimes you can tell who a person is by the way they talk. So he changed his name, but he still talks the same way. And you can tell. And assholes like that, we don't need in this room. Oh, they got 4 shots already, so maybe they listened to me. Oh, they just took one away. Son of a bitch. Come on, boys. We need you to be aggressive and work your ass off in this period. Also, what an idiot for him to take what I said about they're not going to win a cup and then go, well, they have right. They have no chance, so why not play? I didn't say they have no chance in this series. I think they do. I was thinking that's what I just said, didn't I? You're not in trouble until you lose a home game at all, right? If you win at home in any series, gets you to game 7. If you're the underdog, right? And And then if you're the favorite,
Yeah,
you win at
yeah,
home, you win the series.
Cross-checked in the mouth again, and they didn't call it.
Yeah, that's what I just saw. Somebody said that. I didn't see it.
Oh my fucking! I just saw the replay. That's. Did I get his fucking head cracked open like a fucking melon before somebody calls it penalty?
Who got in the mouth again? Galley?
Yeah, he got cross-checked in the mouth again, and they didn't call it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're saying. Yeah, you want to talk about us? That's how we handle it because they're corrupt as shit.
Yeah.
And the league is corrupt too. If they don't put a stop to it, then the league is just as corrupt.
Oh yeah.
Because if they could say, well, we didn't notice that. We didn't see that. You didn't see that. Right. They didn't see that. Hey, Larry the Cable Guy. How's it going? I hope in the dressing room when they're I hope Galley just speaks out. Call it out again. What, it's going to get better or going to get worse for him? Oh, I don't know. I'll refresh it over there. There you go. I didn't notice it, Adam. Thanks for telling me. What's going on here now?
Stop.
Why would we need Kuznetsov? That's not a kind of character guy for Montreal. I know you're going to say he played with Demidov, but that's not. Demidov looks to me a little bit lost in trying to get to adjust to the NHL, especially playoff NHL. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, Larry. He said, it's going to take him a little bit, a few games. I mean, we're all a little disappointed that he didn't take to it quicker, But I don't saying that because he's on a different line, he's not on the second line or on the first line, where a lot of fans wanted him to be put right off the bat. I think you're wrong in saying that. I didn't say anybody here just said it, but I'm saying people that are saying that are wrong. Johnny, yeah, it's an example of out of the frying pan and into the fire. It is. Adam, you're wrong. He had 2 NHL games. Okay. No, but you're right. It's a lot to be, and you're seeing he needs some adjustment time. Can't blame the kid. Can't be upset. And this experience will do him a lot better down the road, right? So it's not the end of the world as long as they don't try to hurt him. But it's going to be a great experience for him. It's a good shift right now from him. I like the way he's moving around out there. I haven't seen that from him at all tonight or the first game. As we're talking about him adjusting, did he just adjust in front of our eyes? Oh, he's not going to the AHL. He can't, Larry. If they can't send him to the AHL, they got to send him back to the KHL to do that. They have an agreement. He's got to stay up here. So that's not an option. And so it's like you can just out of your head with that option. Baybye, not really a different ice size. Most rinks in the KHL now are this size, or NHL size rinks. They were, yeah, they need to shoot the puck more, and they're doing it a little bit more, so that's good. Come on! How did he not score? How did Thompson save that?
That was nuts.
Getting exciting anyway. Man, that was a tying goal. How did he save that? Ah.
Fucking A, man, Andy. Thompson's been really good tonight.
Hi. Keep pushing it, boys. Keep working. Wait, what happened? It hit the post. That's how he saved it. It hit the post and bounced right to Thompson. That's how he made that save. God damn it. Fuck. That might have been the tying goal right there, and I don't know. They might not get another opportunity like that. Both goalieing. Monty, we're down by one, but that second goal, that's not on Monty at all. Nothing he could have done about it. Guru, I know it's not over. Even if they lose tonight, it's not over. Look at the way they're playing. Even if they lose this goddamn series, look at the way this team is playing right now, right? And in spurts, right? That's the future. When they get more, there's more pieces to come, and imagine how it's gonna look. So, but I think they can still beat Washington. If they lose tonight, I still think they can, but it gets harder. But I did say going in, it's going to be a 7-game series. If Montreal is going to win this, it's going to be 7 games. And maybe it is one of those series where teams win at home. And then that last game, like if it's one of those, you win at home, right? Comes to game 7, well, but that game is not necessarily going to go to the home team. So win at home, get to game 7. I'm not asking for much, am I? J-Fed, but why take that opportunity for the insult to Evans? Why? I don't understand. You can do what you want, but I don't get why people do that. There's no need to insult Evans there. I don't get the hate. I don't get it. My team, I love these guys. Yeah, I don't think Washington can go all the way, but you never know. Playoffs are a weird thing. Isn't that a penalty against Carlson against Slav? That's an illegal takedown, isn't it? No, maybe not. It looked worse than it was. if they ref this way in Montreal, they better find a very good way to get out of that arena. That's all I can say. Because that might not be easy. I'm doing this again. I'm sorry, guys. Think of the old days. $8:25 to go, though, in the third. Still 2-1. Game's not over. Oh, Johnny, I don't think the Habs have a roster that will win them a cup unless something really goes their way during this. But you can see where they're going anyway in a couple of years. But I agree. I don't think they're going to go deep, Montreal, but I think they can win this series. After that, I mean, I don't think they would be able to beat Carolina, but you never know. But Javed, what I meant was why? Why the need to give him a knock now at this point? I don't get it. That's all I'm saying. I don't get why. Not just you, but other guys do it too. Why? It wasn't called for, really. Well, it's okay. It's your opinion, and you're allowed it. I'm trying to be a little easier on that and not argue with people that have opinions that don't agree with me. And you're right. You're allowed to have your opinion. I plan to be easier on that on people. So my apologies to anybody I've come down on hard for having an opinion that I don't like. I have to learn how to take it better. And also, Montreal all season have been doing these kind of comebacks, last minute comebacks, third period. So even though 7 minutes left, they just have to keep the pressure on and hope, keep firing pucks and waiting for an opportunity. Hey there, Norma.
Can hit the net.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Just work hard. Work hard. Get the opportunities. Oh, nice move there by. Who was that? Jesus. It was Hudson. What a nice move by Hudson, man. Five minutes to go in the third.
Oh! Oh, if Hudson could have finished that.
What a nice move, though. Jesus. Come on, Gally. Come on.
A nice move by Hudson. I don't know who he deked around.
An incredible move.
Oh, my Lord. I thought he was going to get scrunched, and then I'm like, oh, never mind.
Habs are pushing. Habs are pushing. They're running out of time, but they're pushing.
Oh, fucking mother. How'd that tip not go?
Oh, God damn it, Thompson. Caulfield's hurt. Maybe not. It looked like he was. Oh, he came off.
Oh, my good Christ. Put it in. Penalty?
Nope.
Where's the fucking... That wasn't a penalty?
I thought it was.
Fucking... Oh, my God.
God damn. Fucking Thompson, man.
He's been lights out tonight.
I did great on this broadcast. Let's not show that. Let's not show that again. Take down on Caulfield. For sure that was illegal. All right, 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes to try to win this game. Oy. Don't forget, members. Excuse me. I'm going to be doing a review of this game right after. Usually comes out about half hour after the game. I noticed got 3 views this time. So hopefully we'll get more views on that and keep it growing. Oh, did you hear that? Is my sound too loud? BL, you heard the song. Or maybe I'm too loud. Nobody told me anything at all this whole show. I hope. Well, I'm still on the air. If it was a problem, they would have knocked me off. Thompson is stealing this game. At this point, Thompson's stealing it. Oh, they just showed the thing. I didn't. Oh, Caulfield's not happy about that. He just said, fuck me to the ref. He's got a big welt on his chin. But he got that for nothing happened, though. These refs are absolute garbage tonight. I don't know how they look at themselves in the fucking mirror. Habs net is empty. Keep possession. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm gonna lose this one.
Oh!
They scored an empty netter with 0.7 seconds left. Game over. Sorry to spoil it for y'all. Aye, how did they not score? Man, Thompson was good there. Oh my God. Caps have a horseshoe? No, they don't have a horseshoe. They had the refs. Wasn't a horseshoe. Come on. Adam, why? Because he's a Habs fan. That's why. Yeah, that missed call on Caulfield was, I mean, you know, they can be happy they won the game, but it's tainted. That's a tainted win for them, in my eyes. Caulfield's not impressed. You see the way look on his face. Watch when he walks off. Yeah, pat yourselves on the back. You had the refs. Bullshit is what it is. Why do they wait till the third to come alive? They didn't wait till the third. They had some really good opportunities all through the game.
Really good.
Sorry. They came alive like you're saying. I mean, that's when you make that push at the end when you're down by a goal. You do that, you know. I agree they could have been more like that through the game, but they did have periods of time where they were really good like that. Thompson was just lights out tonight.
Yeah, look, it wasn't for lack of trying. I mean, the Habs had some really good opportunities. Like, the series isn't over. Not by a long shot, I don't think.
Yeah, it sucked. That absolutely sucked.
No,
all right, anyway.
I think it's over by a long shot.
What?
I don't think the series is over by a long shot. I mean,
No, I don't think it's over
game
either.
right down to the finish. I mean,
now if they, it's kind of, it's going to be a almost must-win game on, on game 3 is a must-win game. You don't want to go down 3 games to these guys, but we'll see. We'll see. Home ice advantage could be very big. Now, if the refs are going to be this bad, though, it doesn't matter what the Habs do. Yeah, see, Joe agrees with me. Habs played first period and first half of the second period just as good as the third. That's right. They had their points in this game. It wasn't all, well, let's wait. With the way the refs are reffing, though, I don't disagree with that opinion of Jack Guy's going to have a big target on his back, not by the players, but from the refs. It's clear. I mean, I don't know. I've been on this all year, but I mean, it's clear there's bias here tonight from the refs. So, I mean, that's what we're going to get. But maybe we'll feel better if Jack Guy just totally demolishes somebody. Especially if they're going to lose the game. Guru can't take that away from Thompson. I have no intention to from Thompson. Or listen, not the dirty. There were dirty players on the Caps, so I don't want to give them any credit. But Thompson definitely deserves credit. He was fantastic. Yeah, but Paul, the point being that Jack Guy won't get to do anything you want him to do because he's going to have a target on his back and he's going to get called left and right. And then if there is a fight, they're going to jump on Jack Guy, let him get beat up while they're holding him. I mean, that's probably what's going to happen. You're sorry. The Cap side, don't worry about it. We're emotional now. Don't worry about it. I just screamed back at you, so maybe that's why I did that. Don't worry about it, Paul. 21,000 in the forum next game are going to be looking for 72 out there. That's true. I'm not saying he won't be in the lineup. Now, I'm not saying that. And I'm also not saying that I won't be happy to see him in the lineup. I'm not saying that either, but I don't know if he will be. And maybe what he should do is go after the refs. If only we could do that sometimes. We can't do that. The refs are Washington's 7th player, without a doubt. No, Paul, I get what you're saying, but I mean, I just hope that a lot of people aren't putting too much on Jack Guy's shoulders to come in and be a savior because of his physicality. It won't be that way. He's not going to be a savior and all of a sudden, no, we're going to turn it around. But maybe we get less bullshit happening against the team. Yeah. Yeah, Beav, I don't necessarily agree with that, though. Wi-Fi in, Jack Guy in, Habs take 2 at home. That's not set in stone either. Now, I just said I want to see him in the lineup. I don't know that he'll be in the lineup necessarily, but you know what? After tonight, yeah, I think maybe you got to. I do think maybe you got to. Don't worry, I'll talk myself into it easily. No, I kind of really do think they have to do it. Will it really make it? I don't know. I hope it will. I hope you guys are right. And I'm a little trepidatious about it, but I hope you guys are right. And I do hope to see him in the lineup because I hate seeing this garbage that's going on. And then I hope the refs. I mean, that's a big hope. I hope they're better. I don't know who we'll have. I hope it's not these two guys. They were atrocious. I guess they'll take these guys out and we'll get Wes McCauley next. No, Guru, listen, even if they lose the series, right? I think two close games like this, great showing for Montreal. It's a young team. The Caps are a much more veteran, more experienced team. They had them worried. Montreal's had them worried in both games. So there is a really good shot that Montreal is the better team at home. Let's hope for that. I'm hoping for that. If Line is untrustworthy, might as well put Jack-Eye and scratch Line. That they're not going to do. One's a forward, one's a defenseman. And don't tell me, well, play Jack-Eye at forward. Don't say that. I'm not going to agree with that. April 25th. That's Friday. Yeah, who's will agree? That's probably the worst, if not the worst. It's right up there with the worst reffing I have ever seen, and one-sided reffing. The Habs were not expected against Varlar. You're right, but they're here, so obviously we're going to get excited. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do. Honestly, I don't think they're going to do 11 forward, 7 defensemen. If Jack-Eye's going to be in, I think Strubal's got to come out. Guru, you had the score, and not the goal scorer. Yeah, that's been the case all year. Everyone's been. Some people have been close, but just no cigars. Yeah, if they would have played the third period all game long, they probably still would have lost because the refs still would have been in the way and lousy calls, probably. And Thompson was just, I don't know. He was lights out. All right, I'm taking off. I got to go do my video. If you are a member, you look for it. If you're not, you can hit the join button at the bottom of the window here, I guess. And, just follow along. If you do that, there's a video that's going to pop up. That's going to be changed soon. I haven't touched that in like a couple of years. So, yeah, I cringe at thinking of you watching it, but I will be changing that. It's $1.99 for the membership needed to watch the video, and you can cancel at any time. So, consider that. I appreciate it. Let's get the memberships up, and I will be making more videos for members only as well. Probably do some behind-the-scenes kind of stuff, too. All right. I'm going to take off. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. The refs can go fuck themselves, but you guys I like. So have a great night. I'll see you hopefully on Friday. You'll be back. And members, please check out the video I'm about to make. And that's it. Till next time. Stay safe out there. Peace out. And thanks to my co-host, Matt, who I never thanked for being here. But I did tonight.
Thank you for being here with us.
And I'll see you next game Friday. And that's it. Have a good night. I'm stopping talking. Till next time, stay safe. Peace out. I think I said that already. Good night, everybody.
Later, peace.
Have a good one. Thanks for watching. If you like this, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, and please share this video.